Hey, 30-06 John here, and today what I'm going to be talking about is giving a hunting report of using the Ruger American 7mm-08 for caribou hunting. The load that we used for the 7mm-08 cartridge that we hand loaded was the Barnes Triple Shock 140 grain. This is a good bullet. And also the Hornady Interlock 139 grain bullet. This is also a pretty good bullet. Of course, it's not the construction of the Triple Shock, but for the price, it's a nice bullet. This is a bow tail. Hornady actually makes two versions of a 139 Interlock. One's a bow tail, another one is a flat base or bevel base. For powder, we used Stayball 6.5. This has been working out pretty good. It's temperature stable, reduces copper fouling. Since it's a ball powder, you could throw this in a powder thrower, pretty accurate. Gives you pretty high velocity also. Our load was 49.5 grains of Stayball 6.5. Overall cartridge length of 2.80, and we use a Federal 210 match primer. Load worked pretty good. We did get a caribou. The bullet performance of the interlock, we actually shot it with the 139 grain Hornady interlock. The bullet performance was good. Yeah, here's a picture of my son with the caribou that he got. He doesn't really want to be in the any videos, so I blurred out his face. But it's a nice medium-sized cow caribou. We took it to the butcher. We got about 75 pounds of meat on the bone. So the live weight was probably somewhere around 120, 130 pounds live weight. If you don't know, both the cow and the bull caribou both have horns. The bull caribous, of course, have much bigger horns, but in areas where you're hunting caribou and you have to take a bull caribou, you have to make sure, because some bigger cows have sort of big racks and you can mistake them for a bull caribou. This is a younger cow, didn't have that problem. We were allowed one caribou. It didn't matter if it was a cow or a bull. Good eating. Yeah, when we saw this caribou, we had to sprint down about 30, 40 yards to get a right angle. It was sort of hidden by a little bluff. I set up the shooting six real fast. My son was getting ready to shoot. The first shot, he must have been holding the rifle wrong. He got a pretty good scope I cut. Pretty good blood coming out of it. He hit the caribou, wounded it. He took another shot. His shooting sort of went downhill after he got hit with that scope. Took him a couple shots. We finally got it. Range was about 135 yards. But it happens very fast. When you see caribou, even though they seem like they're walking and you could intercept them, they're actually moving pretty fast. So we were in a hurry and a rush from when we saw the caribou until when we shot was probably less than 10 seconds. There's actually two more caribou. This is a cow and a calf, or a yearling. We saw these right alongside the highway. In Alaska, in many places you can shoot as long as you're off the highway, just several feet. It's not like there's a safety zone along the highways. Most places in Alaska don't have that. But these were at an angle and moving too fast, so we didn't try to shoot these ones. This here is some of the scenery, and we were hunting. In this area here, we were a little bit lower, so we have some low spruce trees. But as you could tell, a lot of it is fairly open. And that's why we use the shooting sticks. My son was using his Ruger American 7mm-08. This rifle right here, this is a Ruger American Compact. It has a shorter length of pull than a standard Ruger American. I got him this rifle, maybe 7 years ago. Now my son is taller than me, so this length of pull is actually a little bit too short for him. A little bit shorter is better than too long, but looks like after this season we're gonna have to replace this stock or get an extension on the recoil pad. Also, the scope here, it's not too far back, but I'm going to replace this two-piece mount with a one-piece Picatinny rail, and I can move the scope one notch further forward. After we got our animal and took us a few shots, we actually, when we got back to Anchorage here, we went back to the range and verified the zero of the gun because I thought it got knocked off. It didn't. It still shot okay and was sighted incorrectly. So it goes to show how important it is to practice field positions, which we do. I think what happened is after he got hit by the scope and he was drawing blood there pretty good, it just sort of discombobulated him, and then his shooting sort of went downhill after that. Took him a few shots. We finally got it. So that's why we want to make these changes on this Ruger American, make it more fit in better. So I'll be going back out caribou hunting here in about another week and a half, just myself. Hopefully I'll get a caribou. We did take my son's animal to the butcher, getting it all made into hamburger, which we go through a lot. That's all I have for today. If you like this type of content, please hit the subscribe and like button. Everyone stay safe. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.